third straight week going against OSU receiver. What's going on? You still take LSU over OSU for receiver?
Nah. I wouldn't say I take it. No, I don't. But it is always good to play former Buckeye, and been having some good luck with that. So hopefully we continue, to win against those guys.
You just got Offensive Rookie of the Year over there in Tampa Bay. What have you seen from that rookie from OSU?
Man, he's been balling out. I'm definitely happy for him. He's a sharp route runner. He's going to catch the ball. A solid player. Something we're going to have to focus on. Hopefully he doesn't have too good of a Sunday, but super proud of him. He's a brother of mine. So like I said, it's great to see him balling out.
Did you ever run into him around here when he was?
I didn't. He had his draft party here. Got to see him get drafted out here. So, that was cool. I know he has a lot of friends and family and a lot of love out here in Seattle. So, I'm sure it'd be a cool moment for him to come back.
Did you get more of a clarification at all on that holding penalty? What happened on that penalty?
No, I didn't. I just got to be better on my end, I guess.
When you look at a matchup, I know that you're looking at film, right, and what's happening in front of you. How much do you dive into the numbers, if at all, to know statistically what a defense is trending towards?
We do a great job. They put it up on a board for us statistically, like what coverages they're in. If that's what you're asking, their base coverages and the percentages, they like to do on first and second and third down. So statistically, that's the only thing I really look at.
So when you look at this Bucs defense and you look at rushing yards allowed, which is not very many, one of the best in the league, you don't look at those numbers to think, oh, maybe the focus goes again towards throwing the ball a little more this week.
Yeah, for me, myself, not really. I don't think, I don't really think like that. I just, I have a ton of respect for these guys, though. These guys, like you said, run to the ball, and the rushing yards per game you don't really see. And but I think they have a solid secondary and a great defense, and I think it will be a great challenge this Sunday.
You're establishing yourself as one of the best receivers in the game. You're not the tallest, you're not the fastest, you're not the strongest. What's something maybe people don't understand that it takes to be a good receiver that just doesn't show up on those types of things?
I guess some willpower, just getting the job done, plain and simple, executing, building relationships, working, and executing, like I said.
What was your mindset like in the first half of that game? I don't think you had a target until, late in the third quarter, or at some point in the third quarter. Are you going to Sam before that and saying, hey, give me the ball, I'm open? Like, what's your mindset like?
No, I know it'll find me when it finds me, and I just got to focus on doing my job, and that is running routes and catching footballs, and that's what I love to do. And, as long as we're winning, we're putting points up, we're creating solid drives, I'm happy with that. Because, at the end of the day, winning is all that matters.
What cleats did you have on, and what did you switch to?
I had a couple cleats on, honestly. I had some Deons, I had some my regular shoes, but put the Untouchables on. Those were the ones right there.
Say it again.
The Untouchables. Yep.
So you had two different ones on in the first half, and then changed to those in the second.
Yeah, I did.
Did you feel any different?
Yeah, the last pair felt the best.
So everyone focuses on your receiving, but you're also willing to dig out of safety in the run game. Is that something that you've always done, or something that you've picked up more here?
No, that's something I've always done. Looking back, in my career, all the way to high school, is something that, I take pride in, and, want to spring open Zach and K9 and whoever has the ball, just do my extra part because I know those guys will do it for me. So, I think that's kind of the bond we created. So anything I can do in the run game, I'm going to do it.
When you catch a back shoulder throw like you did on the final drive there, is that the idea? Is the play designed that way, or is that sort of based on the look you get and how the cornerback plays you?
I'd say, yeah, it's based on the look, just playing ball, honestly. A million things, can happen, but it's just about, executing, at the end of the day. And Sam did that, put put the ball in a great spot, and I was able to make a play.
You've talked in the past about the different veteran receivers you've been lucky to play with since you got in the NFL. You've been with Cooper Kupp now for a little bit. What's a thing or two you've learned from him in the time he's been here?
Just his preparation. I love when he says, process over results. That's something that sticks with me. It's about the process, being dedicated to the process and not dedicated, not attached to the result. You know what I'm saying? That can go up and down. So, but being dedicated and trusting the process is something that he kind of like something I felt like was in me, but he put it in words, and I thought it just clicked. And that's something I would take from him.
Jaxon, with the start to the season that you're off to, do you expect defenses to start approaching you differently, start trying to shade more your direction, try to do things to get you out of your game more than you've seen up to this point?
I'm sure. That is a possibility, and but like I always say, we got threats all over the field. Toy Horton coming alive, Cooper Kupp. Obviously K9 backfield O-line. So, this is a group effort, and if they shade my way, bring somebody else open, and that's good for us.
Did you ever have to do at Ohio State? Did that ever happen to you, where you kind of win the games?
Say it again.
At Ohio State, did that happen, where you noticed defenses kind of putting more attention to you ever?
I mean, we had so many guys on the field. It was, I think it was, kind of hard at that time. But yeah, I don't know. When you have a lot of guys on the field that can, create plays, which I feel like, like I said, the Seattle offense does as well. I mean, it's kind of hard to key on just one guy.
You guys have been the best, most efficient two tight end offense in the NFL so far. What is it about that grouping that's working so well for you guys right now?
With the two tight end set, yeah, just being able to run the ball, physical presence. I think the tight ends do a great job, man. I don't think they get enough credit. Being able to be in a run game and also run great routes and catch the ball, be available. So them being versatile like that just opens up the offense so much. And they're a big part of this offense, and we're lucky to have AJ and Arroyo and all those guys.
Specifically with AJ, what stands out to him about as a pass catcher with AJ?
Yeah, AJ, he got big hands. He's a big target. He knows how to attack the ball. Just very athletic. Big athlete, big target, like I said. So a for sure catcher, and yeah, that's what I said.
In the offseason, when you told Mike McDonald that you wanted to come back and be the best, what part of you became better that had nothing to do with your speed, your hands, or your route running?
Yeah, just ending the season like I did and collecting all that information, having that confidence, building that throughout the season, and just knowing that letting time play its course, and this is what I dream and love. So I just knew that, like I said, just playing the course, I'm gonna come back better.
What was it? I think you said it was like your junior year. You're like, I'm about to go to the league in high school. I mean, what was it about that junior year that you felt?
Shit, 1,800 yards, about 25 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's time.
Like, were you unsure about it before that?
Unsure. I mean, anything can happen, and which it still could have, but I think I felt stamped at that time, I guess.
Good. Thanks, Jaxon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.